And we're off. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to motherfucking Cumtown. We got a fucking special-ass motherfucking guest. No. Big Dick Danny Soder.
Oh, man.
He's
I want
back,
you to
baby.
intro me in every room.
I like that
Danny.
everyone has the same nickname.
No.
Is it always Big Dick?
Yeah,
First
or
of all,
Y
it's
Dick.
Y Dick Willie, Big Titty Amber.
Yeah.
Someone had a big pussy. I don't remember who.
Yeah.
But
Big puss? I don't think a big pussy's a compliment.
it's not a college. It's the truth,
No, just
man.
on the outside, dog.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean loose.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
got
just
like,
thick lips.
yep, just a big Homer Simpson pussy.
Yeah.
There's a subreddit called I think it's r/simps. And It's
Yeah.
just women with pussies that look like Homer.
Oh,
Simpson.
I've seen plenty of those pictures.
That one's good.
Yeah, that's really good stuff.
But that would almost look like it's just swelling at that point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they draw the little fucking eyes on
Fighter eye?
it. Looks good. And then maybe you fuck a girl like that, it looks like Homer's giving you head.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I mean, of course it looks like that, you know?
Yeah.
Cock.
Hell yeah, dude.
If you just did that while while you're fucking her, you're going, cock.
Cock. Marge.
Yeah, she goes, what are you doing?
Yeah. Marge. It makes me feel weird.
Oh, don't!
Yeah.
As you come.
I love getting my dick sucked.
Don't!
I'm trying to get into Homer. I haven't done him in weeks. So I'm having trouble here.
You'll be good. Also,
what?
we don't have another mic, so Adam is just going
We're
to...
doubling up, me and
Dude,
They're sharing
I love it.
microphones.
Shine in
You guys
I like sharing my wife with Lenny and Carl. Marge, you have
Swinger
to fuck
Homer.
them.
Yeah.
You're just
my
doing this,
friends.
You're doing this wild fantasy, and she's like, dude, I know we met on Bumble. This is fucking strange.
Stop making me fuck Smithers and Mr. Burns. I don't want to fuck him.
But Marge, please.
I don't want to fuck Ralph. It's illegal.
I'm trying to get on their bowling team. You have to fuck Millhouse.
Mrs. Simpson says my penis tastes like candy.
Damn.
Ralph getting diddled.
Yeah.
Is Homer getting any pussy in this? Who does he get the
I don't
fuck?
know. I feel like I'm just way off the mark.
No, dude, you were there.
You're nailing
Can't-
it, dude.
I think we just wrote erotic fan fiction.
Did I tell you? I went to an audition one time. They were like, "We need somebody who can do Homer Simpson," and I did it. It was for like an industrial use thing.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Okay, yeah, it needs to sound like Homer Simpson."
You go.
Those were the notes.
And that just shook your
It
confidence.
needs to sound like Homer Simpson.
They had me do an impression and then said
go-
like, "That's good, but it needs to actually sound like."
Oh, hey, could you stop sucking dick and actually do what we asked you
Yeah.
to? You fucking peon. Those are those corporate people, man. They just come in, they go like, yeah.
I'm Homer Simpson.
Roo-toodaloo.
yeah,
That's his catchphrase, right?
yeah.
Corporate money, dude.
Cheerio! It's me, Homer Simpson.
It'd be great if you go and they go, yeah, no, I was just thinking to myself. And they're like, that's not Homer Simpson. That's Peter Griffin. I go, I'm not familiar. I only watch
you
The
just
Simpsons.
didn't know who. You're like, wait, that show's called Family Guy.
What's it about? Him and his
Yeah.
family?
Wow,
Next thing you tell
Lois.
me they're going to have a fucking crazy
yeah.
baby.
Don't, Lois. Hey, Marge. He just like he knows the character. Yeah, this is my son, Bud.
He goes, yeah, I work down at the power plant.
My boss is Mr. Burns.
You know, my catchphrase, dough.
Hey, it's me, George Jetson.
Hey, I'm Fred Flintstone. Wait, this is too close. Seth MacFarlane listens to this and sends a hit squad.
Yeah,
Dude.
Because you guys unraveled the entire mystery.
I'm trying to get murdered by the Illuminati.
I don't think they're in the business of killing anymore.
That's how show business works, dude.
No, we changed our mind, Nick. Come
Oh,
on,
right,
we're getting
yeah.
protection.
We're gonna join. Me and Adam are gonna join this Church of Scientology.
The fuck? I don't get to be
Church
in
of Scientology?
No.
Yeah, here's the deal, though. You get in with them, you got to get in thick. You know what I mean?
Alan Thick.
Dog,
you
I
gotta
put
suck
in
off
work.
Alan
I'm
Thick.
I'm down. I don't give a
Dude,
shit.
I don't know if you know me out in the streets. I'm putting
Yeah,
in
I
work
put in
for
Scientology
Scientology.
work.
You're flyering for Scientology.
Oh, dude, I'm getting my theatin level up, son.
Yep.
Dude,
I could be exactly like Tom Cruise. First of all, I already do all of my own stunts.
You're both 5'3".
Yeah, I already do all of my own stunts. I could beat the shit out of Adam, and I might even do it.
Yeah.
Nick's
Me and
standing on an
Tom.
apple crate right now
Yeah.
to be taller than all of us.
He runs to every podcast. Just like Tom Cruise runs to every position on set.
How does he always find a way to jump out of a helicopter in all those movies?
Amazing, dude.
Every single one
He
of them.
jumped out of a plane.
Yeah, that's right.
In
You
this
respect him, please.
I respect
Your
him
fucking
so much.
rude ass comments about Tom Cruise, who has done so much much more in his life than
the
you
amount
ever
that
will.
he has accomplished. At
So
5'3".
much more than you ever will.
Amazing.
He has flown jets. He has done 4 impossible
What?
missions.
You probably think
He
Cruz
jumped
is a
from
stage name.
space
That's his
in the
birth.
last
His
movie.
given name is Cruz.
Cruz.
How cool is that?
it's
And not
his
in a
middle
weird
name is
Hispanic
Cruz.
way. No, it's his,
There's
middle
no Z.
name is
there's
Cruz.
no Z. This is Cruz, as in cruise control.
Wait,
Cruising for
He
pussy.
has a different
Because
last
he's been
name.
cruising his whole life. One cool customer,
That's
that guy.
right.
When God pushed him out the pussy, it was a
Yeah.
big hill.
Yeah.
He's just been cruising
Downhill,
down.
baby. He came out on skates.
He came out with,
He's
they gave him
down.
sunglasses. And they go, you're going
He
downhill.
skateboarded out of his mom's pussy,
Yeah.
doing an ollie right out of those
Dude,
labia.
I loved Taps when I was a kid. I loved
Yeah,
that movie.
never saw it.
Oh, it's good.
I was in
dude.
all the right moves kind of guy.
Yeah.
I think it's his first starring role was Taps.
Is Taps?
Yeah.
And then Risky Business maybe was his second.
Taps and Toy Soldiers very similar.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were kind of companion.
Something
movies.
happened to
Yeah.
Sean Astin in between Toy Soldiers and
Molestation. I mean, he got molested.
well, he got fat.
He
He
got
went from
fat.
being like a hot guy.
He was a
It's the
cute kid in
Frodo.
Goonies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he ballooned up.
He became well in like he had I think it's just Toy Soldiers is the only one where he's like a heartthrob.
Yeah.
And then he's just this like, I got a frozen friend. My friend's frozen. I found him in the backyard.
And my other friend speaks in a stoner lingo that
Yeah.
no one will ever understand.
My other friend shouldn't have had a career.
Yeah.
My other friend was handed a career by his mommy.
my other friend's an example of the industry appreciating families.
I remember I saw Biodome in theaters when I was a kid, and I was like, damn, I want to be that cool.
Yeah. Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
Son-in-Law. I was like, what rock and roll? And then I'm like, oh, this is about a closeted gay man that's trying to marry a guy's daughter.
I just watched that movie on LSD, and it is psycho.
What,
It's a
it's
psycho
Son-in-Law?
movie. Yeah, there's the kid from The Sandlot. It plays the little brother, the
Yeah,
fat redhead
the
kid.
great Hambino.
The great Hambino.
Who's the dad?
The dad is the lawyer, the other lawyer from My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah, the bad lawyer.
The bad lawyer, the prosecutor.
He's not the guy from Pet Cemetery, right? He's not the
sure.
don't you put in the ground, comes out sour. You know what I'm
Maybe.
talking about? That old
Maybe.
man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that guy's a great actor. But Pauly Shore, there's this like joke that's implied throughout the movie that Pauly Shore has been jacking off to Playboy magazines with that boy, the great Hambino, in his bedroom. He's like, yeah, well, I'll show you Miss February later tonight.
He goes, maybe you play it for me? And he's like,
I'm telling you, man, they were raping so many children in Hollywood in the 1980s that the cavalier attitude they had towards like
Literally.
just slipping it into movies, being like, "Oh, you guys want to just go fuck kids after this?" And then like, John, we can't have just that in the script.
yeah, he goes,
You
no, they
understand-
save the rec
They're
center,
like,
then
"Oh,
they
that's-
fuck boys.
Right, we haven't unveiled it to America yet that we've been
goes,
creating all this media power
This
by
is our
fucking children.
our Carol Burnett ear tug.
Yeah, we've been kill fucking children in
Yeah,
the back
yeah.
lot of Warner Brothers Studios for so long. I forgot that that's not normal behavior
Yeah.
that the rest of America engages in.
It's what seasons our barbecue pit.
Yeah.
We-
Son-in-law is also in the Encino Man universe. Encino Man has a cameo
No.
at a party at the beginning of the movie, but Pauly Shore plays a different character.
The
obviously,
original
son-in-law.
script, the spec script, is called Son in Cage, and it was about a man who had his 4-year-old in a cage in his basement, and he wanted him to never age past 4
Because that was when his wife died.
Well, it was the most fuckable age.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Which
I
is
didn't-
actually another script, the most fuckable age.
yeah, they call in the
It's-
pedophile
yeah.
circles they call 4 ripe.
Yeah. The most fuckable age is a bunch of millionaires go to an island and they all chase a 4-year-old around and fuck him.
Dude, that was actually the original. That was the original script of Surviving the Game.
Yeah, right.
With Ice-T.
Exactly.
But they go, hey man, instead of a fuckable kid on an island, can we turn into a black guy
a
surviving?
black guy, a
And they're
homeless
like-
black guy who's
They go,
killed his
it's
family.
the '80s. They barely have rights. Of course we can.
Yeah, but Encino Man and whatever we were talking about before that, son-in-law,
Son-in-law,
when it was
which-
Son in Cage. It was the same script. So he had his son as a 4-year-old in the basement.
Yes.
and he was freezing him to preserve that age.
Oh.
And so like Pauly Shore comes over and he's like, "Where's the kid, buddy?" Yeah, and
He
then
goes, you gonna let the weasel at him?
Yeah, and then they would unfreeze the kid and fuck it, and then
Also, the major plot complication of the movie is that
I think we can move on from this, right?
no. The bad
No,
guy.
we've moved on.
The bad guy frames Pauly Shore for having sex with the town slut, who's played by Tiffany Amber Thiessen of Saved by the Bell, who's a fucking 10. In
Yeah,
that movie.
and this
She-
fake titties, TAT.
Amazing. She's
Yeah.
like perfect in that movie. They drug her at a bar and they drug him. and then they wake up in a barn together.
I know exactly
and
what
then
you're
they
talking about.
frame them for having sex, but like it's literally they drug these two people, and then everyone in the town is laughing about it and thinks it's like
they go,
so
hey, how did
funny.
they get there? Like, we were drugged. It should just be a serious court case.
Yeah, yeah.
Where they go,
Everyone's like,
"I
oh, that's
had a-"
hilarious.
And it's all because he wants to marry Pauly Shore's girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
I see.
Kiss. They don't even kiss in the movie.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man, that if you really think about it, he's just a closeted gay guy.
Yeah. No, that makes
Biodome
sense.
is like it's so funny to think that they made that movie.
How it got greenlit?
I don't know, but they're like, yeah, Pauly Shore and Stephen Baldwin.
We got a Baldwin.
Yeah.
They go, Alec? They go, no.
No.
I don't know if I've ever read it on the show before. I don't
Billy?
know how I couldn't have, but Scott Kahn's IMDb bio is the fucking funniest goddamn
Hell
shit in
yeah.
the world.
Yeah, oh,
Because
yeah.
he clearly wrote it himself.
He's like, I grew up slamming puss.
Yeah,
Basically,
but
literally,
it's
yes.
Even better.
He goes, I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
excited.
Scott Kahn is the son of tough guy actor James Kahn. While it is obvious that he admires tough method actors like Marlon Brando and Sean Penn. First of all, it's obvious that he
Yeah.
admires
Right.
Marlon Brando.
course.
That's
and
what I thought
Sean
when I watched Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
I go, this guy
Was he in it?
really admires Brando.
Yeah. Tough method act. Sean Penn, who played the tough retard Sam.
Yeah.
In
And
Tough Guy
Harvey
movie.
Milk.
Bite your nose.
Right. I
And
mean,
the surfer that slept in
honestly,
a fucking hammock.
Yeah, fucking
Harvey-
father that's trying to get his daughter back retard. Probably the toughest character of all time.
Yeah.
I'll stop at nothing except, puddles on the sidewalk or cracks. And,
He goes,
Colors I don't like.
Right, yeah.
Yellow makes
Loud
me scream.
noises.
yeah.
I don't know if this lady's gonna feed me or fuck
dots
me.
in the
they should have
court.
done a nude scene in I Am Sam where he just has a gigantic dick. A fucking
Yeah.
12-inch
Tripping.
thick cock.
Just like
And
a
Michelle Pfeiffer
Boogie
gets...
Nights process.
Yeah, like to the point where it's Michelle Pfeiffer, right?
Yeah,
she
yeah.
gets visibly distracted by how large his, like in a size queen way, where
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
like, "Oh God,"
Yeah, yeah.
and then she's like, "I'm sorry, what?" And he's like, "Yeah, no, I'm just doing Nell."
You're a star. You're a star. He's
You're a
just looking at his
star.
cock in
Just
the mirror.
put your giant Sam, put your giant beautiful dick away. We have to get your daughter.
Well, he's obviously admires tough method actors like Marlon Brando and Sean Penn. Scott is also a strong egalitarian streak, evidenced by his reasoning for burying his body in film.
Oh, yeah.
He does it for
He is-
women.
Shut the fuck up and let me finish reading it. Sorry. That's how
I
you
guess
know I'm back to normal,
There's
baby.
so much sexual tension in
Adam's-
the room.
It feels good.
Adam's getting hit with the shut up.
Congratulations.
He is quoted as saying that originally only the women in the scene were to be nude, but that he felt it really sexist, so he stripped too. Not that like.
Yeah, let me tell you
hey,
real
maybe
quick.
stop raping the
Yeah,
female.
I don't know, treat
How
him
about
like-
I also have sex?
He goes, what a creepy. You know they call those guys that are like partnering up with like feminists to try to fuck them. They call them soft boys.
Yeah.
That's such a soft boy move. Where he's like, "Oh, get naked too. Maybe we rub around together on the
Yeah,
couch."
Yeah.
It's also as someone that's been on a set. Do you know how obnoxious those co-stars probably thought he was? Where he's like, "Hey guys, I think it's pretty uncool that these ladies are getting naked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get naked." You're like,
Yep.
Scott, can you not? Because they
Yeah.
gotta reset everything.
Directors,
They gotta light your
like
cock
about
just
to say
right.
something.
Yeah.
The AD's like, he's James Caan's son. He's James Caan's son. He's James Caan's son. He's like, yeah, no, you're right. You're right, Scott. That's how I should do my movie.
Scott.
You're absolutely fucking right. I'm
Scott.
sorry. I'm such a fucking asshole for thinking I should direct the film.
Hey, Scott, you know what's crazy is those 6 months I was in Indonesia with those refugees, and I was coming up with my script that won an award at Cannes. Like your last name, I realized, yeah, hey, we should do the fucking naked scene with this goddamn fucking rockhead.
I like the idea that they had, when like you'd be playing video games with your little brother, so you gave him like a controller that wasn't plugged in.
Yeah.
They just have a camera for Scott Kahn to
They
do
go,
whatever
"That's
he
a-
wants.
that's a great
like,
scene."
Go to set Kahn, yeah.
He goes,
Scott.
what if I talk to the girl at Craft Services?
We'll film it, Scott. Go ahead. Knock yourself out.
go,
Get a
buddy.
lot of takes. Get a lot of takes.
Get as many takes as you need. It's digital now. It's a new thing.
yeah.
We don't need it.
We don't need film.
Yeah, I mean, his bio alone definitely sounds like he wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he for sure wrote it.
Wait, is there more?
Yeah, there's more.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the,
Oh, no, that's
the
all
telling
right.
of the
Hey,
tale.
hey.
Oh my God, it's 6 paragraphs.
Yeah.
I thought you were done, and then I was like,
Yeah. This one's about his
I'll get into it, dude.
his family. So who gives a shit about that?
I mean, I kind of
Well,
want to
Scott
know.
was born on August 23rd in Los Angeles. He spent his childhood being shuttled between his parents' homes.
Holmes.
So everyone knows who the fuck, James Caan
Yeah.
is. Self-described as a bad kid who was always getting into trouble, Scott
boy.
initially steered clear of acting,
Yeah.
opting to play sports instead. Scott benefited from his father's hands-on approach to child rearing. The elder Khan reportedly took a 5-year hiatus to coach all of his son's Little League teams.
What?
He also pursued his love of hip-hop by forming a group with his friend, The
yeah.
Alchemist.
By the way,
as
hold on.
hooligan. What?
Imagine being like the ref at Scott Kahn's son's ML Little League
the
game.
guy to toss a kid.
Just Sonny
Yeah.
is beating the shit out of you.
You're just getting chewed out from the dugout. You go, am I crazy or is James Caan calling me a cocksucker right now? I'm sorry, that pitch was high and inside. I can't give it to
It
him.
did not take long for Scott to appear in front of the camera. In 1995, he took roles in a couple of independent films.
You know what? He just did a little key bump. He
Yeah.
doesn't know if he wants that life. But I'll tell you this, something within him.
Yeah,
No, it's
awoke.
funny.
He couldn't help-
They
he
always
couldn't help
fucking
it.
do that. These fucking child actor, or like children of actresses and actors always do this shit. Amber Tamblyn had some fucking profile in something, and they're like, it was kind of a fluke that she got into acting. It's like really had nothing to do with the fact that her grandfather and father were established actors.
Oh, that's like Lena.
Dad was on a TV show the entire time she was a kid.
Lena
It had
Dunham.
nothing to do with that. It was a fluke.
Lena Dunham, though, like, you know that she just like wrote Girls and got it made herself.
on a
and you're
pitch,
like,
on not even a script.
She was homeless living at the Port Authority.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she was doing softcore porn.
yeah.
It was
And then
the
she
same
just
as
had this
Stallone.
story in her
Yeah.
head about 4 girls that she wished could. But then you find out, you're like, oh, your parents were incredibly influential in the art world.
Yeah.
And they just had, like, Lorde, they do that too. She's like, 17-year-old genius. It's like, or her mom knew someone at Columbia Records and there was just
Oh, really?
an entire
Damn.
fucking
I
fast
fuck with Lord
Well, that
too.
song,
Yeah.
that Royal song is good.
Yeah.
Tennis
It's great.
courts.
By the way, I like her.
Good stuff. She's
I always
good.
chalked
She's
that-
good. At
I didn't know that
executive
about
But I'm
her.
saying
I
there's a
always
whole-
thought
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it's like, there's like 4 people that live in New Zealand.
That's true.
Oh, did you hear about the girl?
Yeah, I'm going to be. I'm going to be the president. You can be the artist, and John will be the pedophile. I don't know why we didn't. We should have gone doctor, probably. But whatever.
Hey, gotta keep you on your toes.
Yeah. Then Richard, you're the postman / guy who murders people.
And your security,
Yeah.
and also the guy that organizes parades.
Yeah, right. You'll be in charge of the military, which is a pig that's gone feral.
But those teeth are sharp,
Right.
so our enemies are on alert.
Yeah.
You hear that, Indonesia? The pig's
Release
coming.
the piggy! Army piggy, Navy piggy. They have
A
different
pig with a gun
branches.
taped to its head.
Dude, Mark Wahlberg had an Instagram post the other day that was like, 4 a.m. crew, waking up, working out, never too early. And then it's after just tag U.S. Army, U.S. Marine Corps, U.S. Navy, just all the branches of the military tagged in. He's not on a naval base or any kind of military base. He's
Dude.
just in the basketball court in his home.
What year?
He was interviewed recently, and he says, "There's only one thing I ever regret in my career, and that's Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
Because it's against Christ,
Yeah.
it's against the church.
Yeah, it's
I
his
would never
best.
do it
It's
again."
my favorite movie of all time.
right.
The best.
movie of all time.
It's my favorite movie
And
of all
it's
time.
His best role of all
And he goes,
time.
you know what I didn't like? Is the fact that they went against Jesus
What a-
and they just having people fuck.
One of my biggest regrets was that 4 brothers wasn't 5 brothers.
Yeah.
Or maybe 6. I mean, shit, I don't know. Are the
could've-
numbers higher than that?
He goes, I could have saved a lot of actors out of fake foster care.
The other day I was sitting around and Donnie came over and he's a lot smarter than I am.
He goes,
And he
"He's
says to me,
the
how about 9 brothers? And it just blew my fucking mind. It just blew my fucking mind.
I had to take him in another room. I said, Donnie, did you tell anyone else about this?
Yeah.
He goes, this is really dangerous.
This is fucking crazy. He says, what if there's 11 brothers and one of them's fucking Chinese? Do I turn on that one? Is that what happens in the movie? I turn on him?
He's melting Mark Wahlberg's brain. He goes, Donnie, you got to be real honest with me. You're not talking about this out in public, are you?
Don't
'Cause
talk
if-
about this on the phone.
He goes, because if people hear about, I need you to call from a secure line. 'Cause if people hear about 14 brothers, holy shit,
15 brothers.
it's just him fucking losing it.
Learning
He
math.
goes, oh no. And
Learning how to
Donnie,
count.
and Donnie, he's the smart one. Dude, I love that U.S. military. I mean, Mark Wahlberg is the example of a hot girl's brain in a man's body. Because, men get better looking the older they get.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So it's like one of those things where he's improving.
He gets dumber. So.
Yeah, because he's got a hot woman's brain, and a hot woman's brain around 40 is like, I got to find out some new moves. It's like Jordan with his fadeaway.
Yes,
He's like, I
yes,
can't just
yes.
be dunking on motherfuckers.
Well, all of that started.
Yeah.
Started was when he fucked up and said that he was doing some like
the
press conf. Yeah, the 9/11 thing that You asked me, I would have single-handedly stopped 9/11.
I think the exact quote he
Everyone
goes,
on the plane was a pussy.
that's what he did. He goes, all these people that died, that fucking got flown in towers,
Yeah.
pussies. He goes,
Boy, he's a fucking pussy
he
kid.
goes, I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm on that plane. I think the situation ends a lot different.
That's
right,
I go, yeah,
yeah.
it does. You get a box cutter
Yeah.
across the throat.
Yeah.
Right.
When you stand up and you go, hey, we're
Yeah.
going to do a different take.
How funny would it have been if Mark Wahlberg died in 9/11?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It would have been so
Oh,
It's
man.
kind
funny.
of fucked up that not a single celebrity did.
Oh,
Well,
my
you know,
God.
Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on the plane.
I know,
And
yeah.
then he did. But if Mark Wahlberg, I'm telling you right now, I have a theory about two people that are clowns that we mock all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But if a death in the right place makes them iconic beyond belief.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's what a death in 9/11 does for Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, and- yeah.
And if Sylvester Stallone dies
After Copland?
after First Blood. So he does Rocky, First Blood, and he dies around 1983.
Oh, no. We're getting no Rocky?
No Rocky 2.
Wow. Interesting.
Just Rocky
no,
1
I
and
think
First Blood.
Soder's right because he won an Oscar for that.
He won an Oscar, and then First Blood was like a look at the Vietnam veterans from their side. It was like really heralded as like, oh, it wasn't his script.
Huh,
It was
interesting.
But it's like
Yeah.
people would look at him like he would be
serious.
artistic.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Sylvester, you would say Sylvester Stallone, and this would be like, well, what are you, a Sylvester Stallone? But now you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
oh, a roided up 70-year-old man
right.
who's just fucking
MAGA guy who
yeah, who
just
just
like
accosting women at these fucking fitness
Raping
Because they
conventions.
didn't die. How great would it be if Sylvester Stallone, like 2004, is like, yeah, we got this movie coming out. It's called Five Brothers.
Yeah.
And that's the feud between the two of them.
And he goes,
Mark Wahlberg's like, yeah, we got 6 brothers coming out. And then just every year.
2009,
Yeah.
9 brothers.
Yeah.
It matches up with the year, so you know it's a good movie.
Right, 11 Brothers comes out and Stallone's like, I don't know what we're going to do. And then,
Hey, Mark.
and then like Charles S. Dutton's like, man, how about 12 brothers? Yeah.
Man, that's a good idea.
Holy shit. Chucky, you did it.
Oh man, you just solved the equation.
You know you can count on me, baby.
Hashtag U.S. military. Hashtag U.S. Army. Dude, I love that he works out and gives a shout out to the people that are gonna die for him to do
Yep.
dumb little movies.
That's right.
He goes, hey, all you overseas that are probably getting bombarded by Hajis with AK-47, I want to let you know, my smoothie was a little chunky today, so I get it.
Okay, he dies in 9/11. All of Boston signs up for the military.
All of it.
Dies in Afghanistan.
Massachusetts is a wasteland.
It's gone.
It's
wiped
fucking-
off the face of the earth.
There's no babies. They have
No,
to send
it's
people
just-
from other states to make babies.
Me and
It's
Tim
single
Dillon are the
women.
only
It's horny.
Irish people left.
Yeah,
The only
it's
Irish-
horny
The only
women.
two Irish
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
left.
because you guys won't put your lives on the line for
course not.
Mark.
Yeah. You go, hey, listen, you got a little Irish blood in you. It's Mark Wahlberg Day. Why don't you go down and sign up for the U.S. Army?
Remember, if it's St. Patty's Day, it's not a hate crime.
That's just called even in the score. Yeah.
That's what the church said. That's me. I'm the church.
I'm the Church of Wahlberg. The what you said though about that interview with 9/11, it's how he says he regrets doing Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because then he just randomly brings up the fact that he blinded
Yeah.
a guy in a hate crime.
Doesn't say he regrets it though.
Yeah, he
Just
goes,
like
"Ah."
brings it up.
He goes, sometimes you crack some eggs.
I've never looked for it, so it could be that just this entire fabrication in my mind. No, but I could have sworn I've seen an Inside the Actor's Studio with him where he talks about it, and there's like not a drop of remorse,
Dude.
which is
all
like,
I
and it
wanna
has
do
nothing to do with acting, or maybe it was like
is
somebody
when-
else talking
when
about.
did you
I can't
feel the sight leave his eyes?
yeah.
He goes, probably like by the fourth
Yeah.
or fifth whack with the golf club. He goes, dude, that sounds like an old melon.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm just beating up old fruit at this point.
As you know, I spent college in India recreating the Quit India movement and beating up Hajis. I did.
Yeah, I would piss on the untouchables.
Yeah. I would go around in a big turban and wave my sword at the local women. So I'm no stranger to hate crimes.
But when did you do yours? Now I want to find out if there's a Mark Wahlberg Inside the Actor's Studio. And I
Yeah.
want to watch it till I know every quote.
I don't know, man. I could have sworn I saw it, but this would be like 20 years ago that I saw it.
It's just a
James lived
good
in Ross.
vibration.
Yeah. Marky Mark and
Yeah.
the Funky Bunch.
Say it. Just a good vibration. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that there is.
Season 11,
Season
episode
11.
6.
Is it on Hulu? I'm fucking watching that tonight.
Gotta watch
Yeah.
it.
All I want to do is watch Mark Wahlberg go, you know the hardest role about Transformers?
Yeah,
It's not being able to ride in a car for 3
Season
months.
6. Now I feel like he he brings up the hate crime. Now, again, this was 2004.
Okay.
I think I saw it when it was on.
Yeah.
So I may have
So this is before the Transformer
have-
franchise. This is before a lot of stuff.
I have to watch it because I don't know, and I'm like not entirely trusting my memory. It may have
Yeah.
been that I watched it and said to somebody while watching, like, how funny would it have been if he's like, well, what really inspired me is tearing that Vietnamese guy's eye out with a meat hook.
Yeah.
And then in my mind, I was like, oh, that's what he said.
Yeah,
and
I get
forgot,
that.
You know?
I get that all the time.
But I do think it's brought up in
I really tell me.
So funny.
What did it feel to take a man's sight?
yeah.
It felt pretty good.
I was just kind of bored.
I felt like God. I was like, I'm God.
This is
Yeah.
for Vietnam.
Yeah.
This is for my
There's
uncle.
people in my neighborhood that died in Vietnam. Yeah. Dude, that sounded like a
Yeah.
noise my
Mark
dad used to
Wahlberg-
make through his mustache.
This
He goes,
is it. This is the question that he was asked by James Lipton. What is your favorite curse word?
Oh, yeah,
And then Mark goes,
everyone.
Mark goes, in what language?
Hell yeah, dude. My man's multicultural.
in what language? And then he looked at a girl in the audience and winked.
He's like, just kidding, it's the N word.
Yeah.
Right.
I love it. I love it. I say it all the time. I wake up, it's my mantra.
But look at his face there.
He goes-
In what language?
Oh yeah, so smug.
Yeah.
He
You're
does
going to
not
make
know
me
other
follow him
languages.
on Instagram
Yeah.
now.
You should, dude. He's like I don't like going on Instagram anymore. I only do it to watch Savage Psycho Joe videos and Mark Wahlberg, who in a way I consider my parents.
Yeah.
'Cause if I could,
Who's mom?
yeah, they both. It's a genderless.
No, dude, that's so progressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
If I could choose to like reseed myself,
Yeah.
you know,
Psycho Joe and Mark Wahlberg.
as my parents, bring me up and let them craft my super
You'd be
ego.
the strangest baby
The
of all
strangest
time.
fucking baby.
Oh,
of all
This guy
time.
rules. You
Psycho-
know Savage Psycho?
No.
He's my favorite
He
guy
rocks.
right
Can
now.
you please show me a little taste?
He's this 5'6" like guy that's terrible. It looks like absolute
He
shit.
looks horrible.
He's developmentally
He's
disabled.
mentally retarded.
For
He's
sure.
like clearly disabled.
Okay.
He's just a truck driver that uploads these videos of him deadlifting or whatever with horrible form. I mean, he's going to be put in the hospital at some point.
Is he going to slip a disc?
Oh, of course,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
His body looks terrible, and then he's like, it's not like nothing. I mean, he is like deadlifting like 405.
That's good.
Not for like if you've been in the gym for 10 years.
Okay.
But and especially at whatever weight he's at
Yeah,
and
yeah.
for being 5'6", it's really not that impressive. But he, will say like 595 pounds, fucking maggots, fucking turds. You think what? You fucking say shit to me?
I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
And it's
people
like-
that are just screaming into the
well,
darkness.
he thinks
Yeah,
that he
no
thinks
one
that
is-
like no one can just knows how the weights add up.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
him, someone has to tell him what they weigh.
They go, you're lifting, you're lifting
What?
3
They got a
tons."
friend that does math too?
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't believe it.
Impossible.
Yeah.
No one can count the plates and know exactly how much I'm lifting.
But he just his social media interactions, because then again he's like in the gym world, so everyone's just this meathead asshole that's like, we gotta fucking set this retard straight. They won't just like watch it and laugh at
Yeah.
it. And then he's like, so he like argues with them, and people keep calling him like a manlet and saying that he's 4'5". So he uploads a video where he's like, I'm not fucking 4'5", okay? Maggots, turds, I'll prove it to you. And then he like measures himself on a scale with shoes on. He's 5'6".
You go, see?
Yeah, he goes, see?
Did he
Who's
take it as a
fucking
victory?
manlet now? Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love anybody that goes in that hard, and that's what the internet's
I
done.
know.
It's
I
just
wish I
giving
could. I
people-
wish I could fucking do it.
There's like girls who do it where they're just like, I'm just gonna be fuckable online.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And just breathe
Respect.
and just like like every comment
Yeah.
where a guy's like, oh Bella, oh more Bella.
Beautiful, sexy.
Oh, beautiful. Please
sexy.
let
How
me
much?
be alone with
Yeah. Take you to Dubai.
you. Yeah.
Sex, please. Sex, please.
Sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dasha.
Come to Dubai.
Dasha gets DMs from like Indian men, and it's just like 19 DMs in a row that just say sex.
Yeah. I want you so bad, please.
Yeah.
I will fly you
Please
over
stop
right
giving
now.
me the pussy.
I
Well,
tell you.
India didn't have dating until like 2003.
Oh, that's when it came
It
out?
was all like arranged marriages. So,
So when they opened the gates, everyone was like, who are you?
yeah.
Who are you?
They have no
It
idea
smells
how
like
to do
pussy.
it. That's why they're like going to the hospital for like cologne toxicity because they've never dated before. It's like
I can only describe-
Vikram put on 19 pairs of sunglasses and permanently blinded himself.
Sir,
His neck snapped
Sir,
from the
listen.
wind.
Sir, listen to me right now. What is happening is the Dior is deep in your skin. You must not follow. You will have a dream. You are next to a river. Do not get in the river. The river is death. The river is all the Cologne. And this deep state start of the river.
Prescott has melted his skin. Third-degree chemical burns from the X-body spray.
Vishnu, the destroyer, has told you your penis is, you've rubbed the skin off.
I have become CK1, destroyer of pussies.
I must destroy every pussy. 2003, the lip ripping year in India. Chicks just get pounded. Dude, everything else you had to go through mom and dad.
That's right.
Now you go right to the source.
After that, just hit a public bus up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, just start grabbing. Their public buses became fucking shopping sweepstakes. Just grabbing everything out the thing.
It's like Costco.
Yeah. Everything. Try the sample. Sample her. You're like, gang rapes have spiked.
Damn, dude.
It really is a huge problem there now. Is that like the guys are grabbing titties on?
Oh yeah, dude.
buses
They got
and
this
stuff.
shit called Romeo dialing, which again I brought.
Please, I want to know all about this.
It's just an Indian guy will fucking like just crack open the yellow pages and find a girl's name, be like boop 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 boop, hello baby, and they're like, how did you get my number?
Yeah, dude.
You know, and then they're like, do you want to fuck? Yeah,
That's so awesome.
because
that
they
they
just
like.
Yo, Romeo dialing is such an awesome leap of faith.
It's
I know.
great.
It's fuck base jumping.
yeah, I know.
You're just like-
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Go out, dig first into the abyss.
Yo, spread like a squirrel,
it's like,
bitch.
it's like when you suck dick at basketball, so you're like, I'm just going to focus on trying to make it from half court.
Yeah.
That's going to be my move. 'Cause I'm going to spend all day practicing,
You go.
just chucking the ball
And you
from
go,
half court.
will I ever play for the Bulls?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Will I win a Kia
I'm gonna
because
be-
I nail one at a halftime of a Bulls
Right, yeah.
game? Yes.
I'm going to be, the half court guy that just chucks it from half court every time.
I'm gonna close my eyes just to fucking make some of my friends laugh.
Behind the back, half court, every time.
Dude, that's so fucking crazy. I didn't know there was like a real problem.
Oh, dude. I mean, just
Well, how do
taxi
you
drivers.
define problem?
Yeah.
You know?
From a
me,
woman that gets on a bus.
That
that's
sounds
just
like the
hands.
solution to this horrible world we live in.
It's a community.
Of gender blending and trying to figure out what our roles are.
You think handsy bus rides?
I think
You think
just
raping
like,
people
look,
on buses
Either
is the answer.
1950s gender roles, women live in a chronic state of depression, barely alleviated by amphetamines and benzos, while men move up and make the equivalent of $800,000 a year to point at people in a factory. It's either that,
That's 50 style.
or that, or just all out, just rape, just fucking rape in
Viking
the
style.
street. Yes. And those are the
Interesting.
only two ways we'll find an equilibrium.
Okay.
between
I don't know that I
genders.
agree 100%.
I would like to see you pitch that in a city council meeting. They go, welcome
Mr.
to
de Blasio,
the
thank you
borough,
for meeting with me.
That's
the
right.
borough of Queens.
Right, it's about like redistricting the schools.
Yeah. They go, it says here by November, most of the public schools will actually be reordinanced to incorporate not only Queens County, but also
Yeah.
Brooklyn and
Just
Syosset.
wearing my brain pills as a necklace. Like, listen, babe. It's a Jewish man. I keep calling babe. listen, sugar tits.
goes,
I got a whole plan for you right here.
He goes, I
you
got a
want to
solution.
save these kids? Teach them how to rape, or put them back in dresses.
He goes, here we
Put 'em
go.
in a poodle skirt. Take them to the makeout point. Rape them there.
He goes, I got it. It's 4 letters, one solution, R-A-P-E. Right. Now, we can do this in one or two ways, buddy.
You already got there. Sounds enough like rape
There he goes.
anyways.
You know
We
what?
should
Use
change
this-
the logos.
Use the same font.
Use the same lion mascot. Lions love raping. You
Yeah.
ever watch those videos?
Do you know
You ever
that-
beat off to them?
Yeah.
I have.
He goes,
That's
you know when
how
a-
they fuck. They rape. The whole animal kingdom rapes.
How cool about this? He goes, how cool are lion dicks that when they go in the pussy, they grapple hook in?
They got teeth.
Yeah, he
They
is.
got a mane.
That's
They got
why-
teeth.
That's
We gotta
why
start.
there's-
Dentia dicks.
Stop circumcising these boys. Add more to the foreskin. We're talking, you a baby, we're going to give you piercings.
Cold stone, you cold stone their dick when they're born.
We're gonna-
they go through an assembly line
We
of
put
different.
barbed wire in the
He goes,
foreskins.
even better.
Little crown of
He goes,
thorns, a little
double-
Jesus cock for
It was
everybody.
double-sided tape right on the head.
And then the guy has to be like, 30 seconds, Mr. Monk.
So you guys are seeing
I do not cede my time.
Hey, look, what is time anyways? This is all a fucking
He
illusion.
goes, it's a concept. We're in a simulation.
Let me pierce those kids' dicks and turn them all into 50s rapists. What do you want to do? Live in India?
I'm sorry I'm trying to make Queens into the Lion King capital of the world. Lion rape will solve all of our problems. Sir, that's enough. Next up, she goes,
The garbage cans. Sometimes.
The leaves are too heavy for me to lift because I had 19 children in my arms.
she goes,
From lifting them up to see the baby Jesus candles, and my arms have become weak to open the trash can.
the train stopped running. he goes, back to my point. Just budge in.
Yeah.
Can I have hard time? I have hard time now.
Who gave that man a megaphone? I know he didn't walk in here with it.
God damn it. Colleen, I saw him walk in. He didn't have a megaphone. Yeah, dude, I'm fucking, I'm fascinated.
That's
with
how you
Mark.
know voting doesn't work and that it's meaningless to
What?
the people in power is that, like, you can't take voting away from people like that.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can take guns away from them.
Yeah.
You can
the
forcibly
only people that
imprison them
vote.
so they can't speak in public, but they can't vote.
Unless,
But they can vote.
unless they do a fucking felony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those people are the
How
people
about
that
a
vote.
felony? FALLANY.
Felony.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
it's guys only, man. It's crimes for fellas.
He goes, this is a social club for men who have done their thing. And by thing, I mean an aggressive assault.
That's my other campaign as I run for governor, and
Yeah.
I'm going to put all of the state inmates in Steve Harvey suits.
Dude,
Yes.
that's how
morale.
you know that they're
Yeah.
That's how you know they're inmates. You go,
Yeah.
see that guy in that giant turquoise boxing
You give
shoulder
them, like,
suit?
a
Eight
big
buttons.
fedora with a feather and shit, little like a pocket watches.
Yeah.
Make them feel good about themselves. So
Is-
stop fucking each other.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Suit
Look,
makers.
it's like, whoa, maybe they could get a college degree in there.
Yeah.
College isn't for everybody.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need a zoot suit.
That's
And
right.
they're-
Give those men zoot suits.
And recondition them by forcing them to listen to Big Bad Voodoo Daddy.
Yeah.
And then
Get to turn prison into swing
That's right.
revival.
Give them a,
That's the answer.
give them a slap
You got,
bass.
like, yeah.
They all learn
Vince
slap
Vaughn
bass.
in charge of the prison.
yeah, they just all yell out Daddy-O while they're raping. Whoa, Daddy-O. He goes, you know those other Mexican Daddy-Os. He goes, coming for our black, all the face. Dude, that'd be great. There's just dance fighting in prison.
Absolutely. Oh fuck!
Anyways.
I just love that Romeo dying. Imagine being a woman that just like, you're like, "Whew, I survived India.
Yeah.
I did not get raped today." And then your phone. Someone's
It's like a horror
"Can I have
movie."
sex with you?"
The call is coming from inside the pussy.
Yeah. I want you brought it home with you from the bus. He goes, no. This whole time you lived on the bus. Dude, Romeo dialing, it's just how fucking horny and desperate are you? Like, crack open the yellow pages.
There's an innocence to it, though.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a childlike
Very
innocence.
pure. Yeah. It's very pure.
The childlike innocence.
He goes, is Darna home? Is she home? I want to fuck your pussy. All I want to do is stay deep inside your pussy.
Hello, baby Jell. Hello to the baby Jells, please. Do not
Hi.
hang up on me.
Do not hang up on me. I will burn your house.
Yeah,
Ro-
ride burning is the other problem there.
What?
Just setting your wife on fire.
Excuse me?
Damn.
Because you get
To get-
tired of the
to
pussy.
get fresh
For the
pussy?
insurance money.
Dude, what do? You burn it.
Right. It's just like a tiki bar in Miami.
Yeah.
Up in flames, that bitch.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, the guy's got a new boat.
Yep.
You have to slow roast the pussy.
What happened when the wife?
Dude, I cannot wait to
Fuck
have a
you.
boat.
Fuck me.
I cannot wait to have a boat and just blow my brains out on that thing.
On a boat?
Oh, fuck yeah.
USS Cumtown?
Dude. Nice. No, I'm gonna, it'll be done with this show. It'll be a fucking distant memory.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just go out on that sailboat, and I fucking put just like a nice ornate hunting rifle in my mouth.
Yeah.
You know, just a very fancy rifle.
You know what's going to be the weirdest?
Just blow my brains out, and it's like everyone will think I died happy.
You know what it'll be, though?
I
It'll be-
wouldn't, obviously. I'd be in
Yeah.
tears. I don't want that to be the end.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
But it'll be, you'll just hear that. It'll be that. After the gunshot,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just hear the seabirds.
That's right. Coming
Yeah.
to pick at your brains.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I'd
then
love to
your
die
evil
at sea.
spirit will be in the seagull.
Oh, I'm going to hell.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no hell.
For sure, I'll be dragged down to hell and
Through the boat?
No,
Yeah.
the seagulls eat your brain. It's now they become a haunted seagull that fucking makes fun of trans teenagers on.
Yes.
I just like the circle of life, but it's Mufasa making Simba watch him come in his mom. Simba, I want to show you something.
This is how you were made.
Ah, and he's like, look in the pussy. See the cum leaking out? Some of it, yeah.
He goes, I'm going to push on your
It's like,
mom's
but
stomach.
yeah, just push it. Make it. You want to do it light so it sucks.
Yeah.
Do a little, like it's like a reverse plunger. Make it suck that pussy up. Suck that cum up, bitch. We're gonna make a whole army of Simbas. Scar, that faggot Scar's just got dogs. I can make other lions.
Fuck dogs.
Yeah.
I got tigers. He's just making that slurp noise in Simba's ear. Yo, that's how I made you.
And that's why Simba has to leave town.
Yeah. Mia's like, what happened?
Yeah.
He goes,
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to be a lion anymore. She goes, your dad loves you. He goes, no, he doesn't. He loves making that slurping noise.
It's a circle of life.
Damn, dude, a boat would be
Busting
nice, though.
inside. What?
A boat would be nice.
Yeah.
Hit the open seas. Dan, do you have like a luxury vessel you'd like to own someday?
A boat just sounds nice.
You're making good money now.
I don't, dude. Come on, I don't.
He doesn't
that
make
kind of
boat money.
You make more money from Cumtown than I probably make.
No way.
I'm telling you.
With the
man.
show and
premium cable money.
Yeah, but premium cable
That
money.
Giamatti shit, baby.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got-
listen, you have lunch in the same room as Giamatti.
I
baby.
know. He goes, what are you eating?
Yeah.
No, but that like,
If you buy a boat before me,
I'll murder you.
I'm going to rip my own dick off.
Want to watch me? Here it goes. He,
Yeah.
Paul's a friend. Paul's a friend.
Paul's
Friend
a
of
good
the show.
Friend of the show. Friend of the
He's
show.
on
I
next
don't
week.
have boat money. I have to take care of my grandma in a small shitty town in California money.
That's
Oh,
nice.
okay.
That's what I got. That's the
Yeah.
boat.
That's
The
But when
90-year-old
grandma
woman.
dies,
I'm buying a boat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm calling it the USS Nana.
yeah, we should all get
Oh, hell
cigarette
yeah,
boats
dude.
and race each other.
Dude, I want to go down to the canals of Florida and definitely do that. Just zip in
My
through.
boat's going to be called Almost Saying It. You know?
Oh.
And then it's just like N with asterisks all over the fucking side of the boat.
Just you
Yeah.
winking.
Just fucking going nuts on my
He goes,
cigarette
hey man, I might be crazy, man, but that boat got the N word all over the side of it. Hey
They're
man.
like, man, we could just catch him.
He goes, man, but I'll tell you
That
this,
boat's too fast.
it's fast, man. I ain't seen lightning be racist before. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, dude, I would have a fucking luxurious yacht
Ooh.
Yeah.
hell
with like
yeah,
a
dude.
like a tan Spanish woman,
Getting
big
topped
titties.
off.
Yeah.
Topped off on
Yeah.
the open seas.
Not me, dude. I'm
Come
alone
and
on
looking
my
at the
boat
ocean's got to be
doing
Oh,
jigsaw
yeah.
puzzles.
Oh, dude,
Jigsaw puzzle.
Fuck yeah, dude. You ever fuck with it? I got sober one time, and I just trapped myself in my apartment. I couldn't hang out with my friends because they all drank.
yeah.
So I spent like a month in my apartment just doing a jigsaw puzzle. And I finished it, and I wanted to preserve it. So you have to get glue and put it on like a backing thing. But you're supposed to do
Pretty
that
gay.
while you're doing the puzzle.
You're supposed to put the backing thing down.
and then do the puzzle.
Yeah.
Which I didn't do. I finished the puzzle. And so
then you tried to glue.
I covered a thing in contact adhesive, and I tried to slide the puzzle onto the cardboard. But
They
as
got
I was
stuck immediately.
as I was doing it, the contact adhesive warped the cardboard, and it all just came apart. And then I ran out of my apartment covered in puzzle pieces, like cursing at the top of my lungs.
Dude, that's got to be.
Got
Right.
whiskey right away.
Well, and then all my friends, had to witness me running because they all hang out on the porch drinking.
Yeah.
Right,
Haven't
right.
seen me for weeks, and then I run out of the apartment covered in puzzle pieces, cursing, and they're like, "Oh, it's just autism."
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go, oh, cool.
And I
Oh.
guess
Is the symbol for the autism organization the puzzle piece?
is a man screaming,
Yeah.
not able to understand his emotions, covered in puzzle.
And he goes,
logo-
don't touch him. He might be contact adhesive.
Right.
He might have adhesive
what
on him.
happens when I try to attempt sobriety.
Yeah.
I think second place was a guy trying to figure out Velcro shoes.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Velcro and
Yeah.
puzzles. So did that stop you from doing puzzles ever again?
I should get back in. I might go do a puzzle tonight, to be honest with you. Go to the gym. Got back into the gym. That felt
Okay.
good.
Dude, get jacked and then solve stuff.
Yeah. Just do jigsaw puzzles and go to the gym.
Mysteries too. You can solve mysteries.
And then, yeah, that's it, man. How great. What a simple life. You'd be
Ooh,
like a
dude,
monk.
I'm going to start reading Encyclopedia Brown novels to try and predict the end. That's the thing. It's like,
That's how you get good, dude.
well, it's like I'm too dumb to be a smart guy, but I'm
Yes.
smart enough to be a precocious child.
oh yeah.
Why don't I just
That's how we have to aim our dumb. I go,
yeah.
I'm more like an inquisitive cat.
right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and be like a really smart third grader, just sitting at home doing cursive
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and memorizing a 5-line poem.
I'm just
like, yeah, I got all A's.
I'm just gonna touch stuff and see how it moves.
yeah, right.
Like a cat.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry guys, I can't hang out. I'm mixing baking soda and water to learn what amorphous solids are.
Yeah.
People are like, wow, this man's doing experiments, just making a volcano.
You go, sorry, I'm learning the multiplication tables. You go, he's doing simple
Dude, I
numbers.
got some times tables shit I'm working on tonight. I can't.
Come
I
on,
can't
you
do
know what?
spots.
But you call them math theorems?
Yeah.
Come over, I'll cook for you. Just do ants in a log.
Yeah.
You just
You
put
go-
fucking peanut
You go
butter.
the grapes. You go the raisins or the ants.
yeah.
You know, it's pretty fun. It's a fun snack. Mom says I can eat as much as I want because it doesn't fill me up.
What a bullshit snack they used to give you in elementary school, man.
Dude, my mom would give me two string cheeses and a can of Pepsi.
Respect. That's your
Nice.
whole lunch?
That was when I got home from school.
Okay, that's
that was
not-
the post
Respect.
school. That was the post daycare snack.
Pepsi every day, huh?
Dude, I love
Damn,
it.
hell
High
yeah.
fructose corn syrup's a part
Hell
of me.
yes, brother. I used to get my shit was a fucking Hebrew National, baby. Boiled.
Yeah.
You would get a boiled hot
Yes,
dog.
dude.
Yeah, I remember.
Yes,
I
that's
remember
different kinds of poverty.
I remember
baby.
getting-
We're on every each side of the
SK
spectrum.
hot dogs as a kid, which are like the
The worst.
official. Yeah,
But
they're
but everyone
disgusting.
wanted them because they were the
They're
Oreos.
hot dog.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you get them, you're like, wow. And I don't know.
I'm
why it
like
fucking
Cal
matters.
Ripken.
And then I remember one night specifically, I made stovetop stuffing.
Yeah.
With SK hot dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and it gave me some kind of like indigestion that burped up, smelled like the tar that they had. And
Did they
to
repave
this-
streets with?
to this day, whatever that fucking like sulfur taste is, I just remember because I never threw up. It was just like, what is coming?
Oh, yeah,
out of
like
my
eggs, like
fucking
rotten
body.
eggs.
Yeah,
I know that
rotten
shit.
eggs.
I
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
eat a lot
That
of
still happens to
stovetop
me.
Yeah.
by just eating stovetop.
I remember, was it? Oh, and then Michael Jordan was a sponsor of Ballpark.
Ballpark.
Yeah, which those ads were so funny.
They plump.
They were
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
these are the best hot dogs, or something like that. And they're like, okay, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah.
God, you're
Nailed it.
likable.
You're
Yeah.
great. You did
They
it.
go, did you smile?
Have you
Thanks."
seen any of Space Jam as an adult?
No.
It is one of the most atrocious performances
he's
in any
horrible.
movie
He has no charisma.
of all. It's awful. He is so fucking bad at acting.
They had to keep cutting because he kept saying black people don't buy sneakers.
He said, black people don't buy sneakers. And he goes, what about those monsters? Oh, they buy sneakers.
Yeah. Monstars buy sneakers
He
too.
goes, he goes, animated monsters buy sneakers. Yeah, that is one of those things where he was just the first, so no one can tell him he wasn't good.
Yeah.
Because he was the first athlete to be a major sponsor
If,
of a
if
lot of
Magic
shit.
doesn't get AIDS, it's Magic. I feel.
Oh,
like.
yeah, hell yeah, all
They should
day.
have been instead of Jordans. We should be talking about the Magic 12s. You know what I
He
mean?
was genuinely a nice
In a
guy.
way,
Jordan
Magic
a
was
terrible
sponsored by AIDS,
That's true.
which is
yeah.
the ultimate brand of the 1980s.
I mean,
It goes way beyond Nike or
it goes into the history books.
AIDS is the brand.
If you're going to get behind something in the 80s,
Yeah.
it better be child hunger or AIDS if you're lucky.
Right. And what is a brand other than something that consumes and kills the coolest people in the world, which
Yeah.
happen to be homosexuals in Greenwich Village at
That
the
is
time.
true.
Yeah, and Freddie
yeah.
Mercury.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Damn. Respect.
Yeah, that is weird that you're like, Jordan's like, he got AIDS. What do I got? Gatorade?
Yeah,
And
Gatorade
Nike.
Ballpark Franks.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man, I was an Oscar Mayer guy.
Remember when Cal Ripken was the spokesperson for Adventure World
I
before
don't.
it was Six Flags?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I missed out on that.
I always like a nice local, when like you're a local celebrity. Like
Yeah.
John Elway opened like 15 car dealerships in the early 90s.
Hell yeah.
Because that's when athletes realized you could do that. So John Elway was like, hey, what's that giant stretch of land on Arapahoe Road? Yeah, it's going to be every brand of car and put my name in front.
Yeah.
Moving
He did every
units.
single one. He just did like
Toyota,
Subaru.
Nissan, Subaru, like all of them with
Respect.
John Elway.
Damn.
Remember when
I got food poisoning once at the Jerome Bettis Steakhouse.
Hell yeah. but I bet it picked up that third down.
Dude,
The bus, baby.
I went to Ray Lewis that had a fucking restaurant in Baltimore
Hall
downtown.
of Fame speech.
He's a fucking piece of shit. It sucks, dude.
I love him.
We got Ed Reed at least. That's all.
Do you
that's,
remember?
that's my
Do you remember when
favorite
Troy Aikman was the spokesperson for Wingstop?
No.
Yeah, that was recently.
Really?
Well, it was only like 10, 15 years ago.
Who
But
owns Wingstop?
no, he owns a couple of franchises.
Rick Ross
No, he
owns
doesn't own
Wingstop.
Wingstop. They're
Look it up.
he has a handful of franchises.
I
He
think
doesn't.
he does own it.
He owns it.
He's not the. No, it's a publicly traded company.
Yeah, he's right. He owns like 10 franchises.
I don't know, man.
He doesn't
I
own
feel like he
all
owns it.
Wingstop.
No, because I looked into it because somebody a year
You want to
ago.
do business with Rick Ross?
Well,
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
was like, you know what you should buy is Wingstops, and I'm like, what made them say that? And then I looked into it, and they were just recommending it to me because they heard Rick Ross invested in Wingstop.
Dude,
I like
no
your
joke.
fans are recommending business moves based on rappers.
I'd
They
love
go-
to own a Wingstop.
The only time they've even heard of an investment.
They go, Nick,
And I'm
Nick,
like,
I'm
oh,
gonna
I guess
pitch you-
that's.
why don't you have a son and then credit him as being the executive producer of
Yeah.
Cumtown?
Did I tell you that? Is that people have been telling me to have a son.
Well, dude, you
Which
and I
I
were
might
talking.
do.
about
I
need an
might
heir.
actually
You
do
need
We
a
talked about it on
male
the
heir.
bonfire, and I was like,
Well, you just need a child because eventually, look,
Who will
you
sire
can't
it?
just keep telling people on the internet
It'll come out of Adam's
You're-
ass
right,
somehow.
yeah,
we're gonna junior it.
It's gonna be beautiful.
you gotta have a specific human being you fuck up with your theories. It can't just be
Case
people
my
at large
ass.
because
Right.
you know all
Eventually-
I've ever wanted was a cult, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to maintain.
You could do
power
it.
You don't
to
know that, man.
You could do that
You don't
easy.
know that.
I can't do it. I'm
We
not
could get a
powerful
cult
enough.
going right now.
I'm not powerful.
What
enough
if we
to-
sent you
They'll
to
be
like,
able to leave. I don't have a way.
No.
Adam said the reason I can't do it, and I believe him, is because I won't have the power to rape the men that I bring into the
That's
the
true.
cult.
You won't.
Which is
you
the only
won't-
way. You got to rape those.
We
fuckers.
get a
gotta
male
display your
rapist.
power.
We get a rapist on the.
Well, then
on
he
the
would
payroll.
become the-
No, he's your henchman.
No, because you're
Oh, yeah.
smarter. You
Oh, and
outmaneuver.
how about
him.
this,
Yeah.
Tim? We could get Tim to rape like the
Actually,
young
yeah.
cute
I should
boys.
see if Tim wants to
He'll
rape
suck off
men
kids
for me.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
suck off
And
guys.
then you
who
bring
against
him
their
in,
will.
and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden,
I'm
that's
telling you, dude, the Church of Scientology is gonna take care of all of it.
I
for
know.
us.
That's the other thing too. It's like this is an argument I get into with Lewis all the time. He's like, "Cut out the middleman, dude. Just start your own thing, get your own rapist." And it's like, no, the Church of Scientology already has a system, dude. I don't need to build an independent platform. We already have Patreon.
They have a whole fucking rape navy, the Sea
Yeah.
Org.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lewis's next move. Oh, let's just make the dicks ourselves.
Yeah.
We'll make a robot with the dick we create, and that will rape the men.
You got to really think about this, dude.
Lewis, Ralph's dad doesn't have unlimited money.
He goes, he does though. Enough for
Just
robotics.
make Tim rape the people. I
Yeah,
don't-
exactly.
Yeah, we
Well,
need-
how about this? We start our own cult, and then we go for a merger, and then we
Nah.
get picked up by Scientology.
Here's
you
the
know
thing,
what I
though.
mean?
They buy us out. They buy us out.
They will not buy you out. They are too
Really?
large. They're like Walmart. They're just going to steamroll over us.
Okay, damn.
Best. I mean, Nick's got the right
Come to
idea.
town and they're gonna shut down our mom and pop cult.
Yep. Yep.
They're gonna get even gayer, weirder rapists.
And
than
it's going to be
Tim.
more affordable to get in.
Damn.
It's going to be better.
They're gonna slash prices.
Yeah, man.
Fuck.
But I bet the,
All right,
the
all right.
key is
Let's start from the beginning. Let's
Well,
go Scientology
anyways,
from the beginning.
Troy Aikman was the spokesperson of Wingstop, and they would have commercials where he goes, "Hi, I'm Troy Aikman. You might know me as the spokesperson for Wingstop."
During the commercial for Wingstop.
Oh man, my two heroes got together in the saddest fucking furniture store commercial. It was
Hell
Hulk Hogan and Joe Montana.
Oh my
Those are my
god. For what?
guys.
Was it a local thing?
No, it was like a national thing. it was
Yeah,
like
it was-
rent to own.
Okay. Oh
And you're
yeah,
like-
Rent a Center maybe.
Yes, it was Rent a
Yes.
Center.
I think I know this ad.
Yeah,
It was recent. Right?
Yeah, it was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was sad.
Hogan and
'Cause
Montana.
Hogan was looking rough. It was right when those N-bomb on the
it was before the M-bombs.
Oh, it was.
It was before because, but it was like it was also before he won all that money from Gawker.
Oh,
That's why he's doing a rent to own
interesting.
commercial.
Yeah,
And he's
That's the way to go, dude. Sue Gawker out of existence with the help of a
By
weird
fucking-
homosexual billionaire.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know why I didn't think of that. I mean, I kick myself every day.
Every morning I go, fuck, it was right
my
there.
sex tape wasn't leaked by Gawker, and I wasn't able to sue them with the secret help of just some guy that hates freedom of the press.
He
Yeah,
goes,
yeah.
Hulk,
But
I'm
made
gonna help.
PayPal.
He goes, Hulk Hogan, I'm gonna help you kick out.
Yeah.
He goes, what do you mean, brother? You're gonna shake off those punches, start puffing those cheeks, because we're gonna have more money than God.
We're gonna let
Yeah.
a fucking leg drop.
Yeah, you ready to leg drop these fucks?
Yeah.
Once you get $100,000, you're just like allowed to be a part of the Illuminati, and then fuck the Church of Scientology. That's real power.
Dude, chill out. We
I mean,
still haven't
bro,
made any decisions.
Are you guys going
Don't say fuck,
Scientology?
man.
You guys got to do.
agents.
We're thinking about it.
You know what you guys have to do? You guys have to put the hats on a
Yeah,
table,
yeah.
like recruits, and
Yeah,
then they
yeah,
go,
yeah.
I
Our
just
top
want to let
three.
everyone know I will be joining the Illuminati.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, you're supposed to go to Scientology.
Yeah, we got Illuminati, Scientology, and then what's-
Christianity.
Judaism.
Wild card.
And
Well, the
Judaism.
Catholic Church really is at the top of everything, and that's why nobody really talks about it.
Yeah.
The whole thing, the Catholic Church fucking boys, that was just a smokescreen.
Yeah.
Because the Catholic Church controls the entire fucking world, and
Yeah.
people don't realize that.
Yeah, they have a whole city of gold.
They control literally the Catholic Church controls the entire fucking world.
Oh,
they
I like
planted
this.
this thing with this
What about the
child
Jews?
this child sex thing only to protect Hollywood. They're like, we'll let a couple of low-level fucking deacons take the hit for it.
Yeah.
And just people be like, "Oh, that's the shitty thing the Catholic Church is up to," because
It's
what
their
could be-
McRib.
because what could be worse than fucking kids?
And they go, oh, you
I
know.
guess nothing. And then so we go, oh yeah, I guess that's what the Catholic Church does. Instead of like being the source of all human suffering and
Yeah,
torment,
yeah, they go, oh,
controlling everyone's mind, and everything that fucking happens in the world is the
Okay.
fault of and the machinations of the Catholic Church.
And that's why Nick Mullen is officially announcing He's going to
I'm
Catholicism.
Catholic. I am now a Catholic.
Oh wow.
Going
Fuck.
Catholic. Moving up the ranks.
I think what I might do
Yes.
is I might join ISIS. Because if you remember, there was that British
You're
ISIS
retarded.
guy. No, listen.
That's
There was that British ISIS guy, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's so cool." He's like, "Oi, I'm in fucking ISIS, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking cut this guy's head off, mate."
I don't
really
really like
radicalized?
anybody.
If they had a kike ISIS guy, if I was like, "Hello, we're gonna do a beheading today,"
Yeah.
if I
Oh, it's
really
gonna get
Jewed
icky
it
with
up,
all the blood.
You can't believe how many hits they'd get with that.
But let me
That
tell
would
you
go
something.
huge.
What you're
Then
recommending.
they'd kill you though.
Of course, they'd kill me.
But listen, what you're recommending is joining a band that's had one good album.
It's true.
What Nick's talking about is joining the Rolling motherfucking Stones.
Yeah.
no. I'm talking about being David Geffen.
Yeah. See, that's even bigger. That's
What
in
if
our
they make
analogy.
you wait? Okay, hold on. What if they make you fuck a kid to get in? Would you do it?
What part of what part
Yeah,
of
get sexed in.
what part of put in work don't you?
You go, I am putting.
Nick
in
Nick bought like
work."
tiny fleshlights
Yeah.
to train his dick into
goes,
fuck babies.
Ah, get there. I'm gonna be a cardinal.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is, and you're right because they're running shit because people get super offended whenever you make fun of them.
Yeah.
Like Scientology, any of those kids, you make rape jokes about them, and they're like, all right, and they're like, hey, come on, some
Yeah.
of us, what are you doing?
No, the Catholic Church really does control the world, and they have for hundreds of years.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, they co-signed on the Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
They let it happen, basically.
were they just like
Pope Pius, yeah. He
Pope
didn't-
Pius was just like, yeah, all right, whatever.
Oh yeah, weren't they already caging up Jews in the Vatican in like the early like 1900s?
You know what
There
happened?
was the Inquisition in like the 50s.
Nah, dude. I remember I listened to one podcast because I was on a
Okay.
road trip and I was
Nice.
done with all the
Speak that
shit.
knowledge. Speak
All
your
the
truth.
shit I had usually listened to was over.
Yeah.
And they said something about like they were talking about like the Pope locking up Jews, and I figured, oh, this must be some medieval shit, and it was like 1900 something.
Yeah.
or
Well, the
whatever.
thing is like
It's like Mussolini was in the mix.
Christianity was just an experiment. It's not
Okay.
real. There was no Jesus. It was a thing created by the Roman Empire to control Jews and like pagan
the Holy
religions.
Roman Empire.
Yeah, they created Christianity to mind control Jews, but it got out of
like
hand
it.
and
I
took
like it.
over everything.
Yeah, it spread like wildfires. What you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. It's kind of like, like Adam, you were saying that the incel woman was just one woman that wanted to create an alternative label to being a
Thought
virgin
virgin
'cause
had
she
a
thought it was
stigma.
offensive.
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, it's become this dark army.
every woman.
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
Which, by the
And
way,
that's what Christianity had pretty innocent beginnings. It's just a way to manipulate and hurt Jews.
Yeah.
But which is fine.
Which is fine.
totally fine.
Totally and understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable. too.
But-
Come on.
You know, that was their baby dream. That's the garage.
Yeah.
That's the band in the garage dream.
Yeah.
The incel community was like, it started with this like newsletter that this nerdy lesbian woman in Canada who'd never fucked started because she was like a grad student and
Yeah.
she met like a underclassman that was like, I want to kill myself because I haven't fucked. And then she was like, she found all these other people online to like support each other and then like sent out a listserv and like a newsletter. And then she left because she got busy with something. And then like 6 months later, it was just like, every woman must die. Every woman must give us sex or die. And
Jesus.
it just like, it got completely taken away from
Yeah,
her.
she had like a nice little garden, and she walked back. She's like, "Oh my God, what's happening?
Yeah. It's just,
Kill the
it
women,
became toxic.
kill or fuck the women."
here's my thing. Here's how we solve this. And I don't think we redistribute sex because that's, then women have to fuck who they don't. But, and I'm sorry, Dan, we should cap the amount of pussy every man over 6 feet gets.
What do
You
you
know
mean?
what I mean? Because right now,
Yeah.
that's the real inequality.
No, we should really just kill all the men under 6 feet.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I like
No,
that.
I mean honestly, dude.
I
If
like
you
that
if you want to
idea.
engage in eugenics, I mean,
No,
do
no.
it the
We
right
cap
way.
it. We
Yeah.
cap the pussy
You know what,
they get.
Nick? I thought if you're gonna dance, you mamba.
Right.
You don't fucking you
No,
don't
sorry.
fucking soft shoe.
Well,
Yeah.
and me, obviously, I would be saved as an engineer of culture in the future.
True,
So
and
they
let me
would
tell you,
save-
as someone that's 6'3", I'd be kind of high up in the rankings. I got your back.
of course,
I'm
dude.
pulling you with me.
Because I'm not fucking anybody anyways. It would just be.
Would we have to become eunuchs to
No,
survive?
you would die.
No,
You would
I would
die
leave the
because you
resistance.
contribute nothing mentally
I
or
would.
physically.
I would
to
lead
new
the
society.
resistance. Actually,
We're
That's
not
what I
going
would
to
do.
need people to laugh at everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
In the
will.
future.
Yes, we will.
No, in fact, there will be no need for humor because there will be no defense mechanisms. It'll be a
Oh,
perfect
shit,
society.
everyone's sexy. Damn.
Everyone's sexy,
Yeah.
and everyone, by the way, everyone has guilt-free sex that feels good, and you feel even better after.
You don't need to laugh at your tiny dick
Yeah.
for 45
Wasn't that
minutes
what
before
Moonraker
barely
was
being
about?
able to get it hard.
Is it what?
Moonraker, the James Bond movie, it was like the guy like wanted to start a new society of hot people.
No,
on the moon.
Moonraker is about a guy that goes to China to fuck every woman.
Yeah, he goes, I'm
You know what
going to
saying?
do it.
Go to Japan and get that moon pussy. You know?
I love moon.
That does
pussy,
sound like
baby.
something that someone that got dispatched over there said.
Adam used to be a moonraker.
You're
This
a
guy used to find every K, get in every K hole he could.
Oh, dude, I'm falling in some K-hole. You know what I mean? He goes, hopefully I'll fall into a back K-hole. All right.
Getting some Kim Jong-poon.
Falling into a K-hole so good.
Yeah, dude. I fell into some K-hole last night, if you know what I mean.
Fuck.
That MSG.
Yeah, I have made love to many races.
Yeah. You're a worldly lover.
Respect, brother. Respect. Yeah, well,
Michael used to have a joke about how he didn't want to be a pins on the map guy, where he'd be like, "Ooh, Sri Lanka."
when you
I
fuck,
fucked someone from Sweden.
I'd like to get more worldly with the pussy.
Yeah,
I
I've gotten some
fucking
Scandinavian poon. I fucked some a girl from Denmark.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's in it.
Yeah, cool, great act. But she was like a Slav, but she just happened to be from.
Oh, that doesn't
Yeah.
count, dude.
No,
Some
I mean, she
racial
was
purity.
born and raised in Denmark.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, it counts.
It counts.
It counts.
She just happened to be like ethnically like Russian or some
Nah,
bullshit.
you fucked a Russian, bro.
That's like saying
Whatever.
I'm African. You know, you can't say that. I'm Eastern European.
All right, well then I
Nah.
fucked ethnically Scandinavian women that just happened to be like American or whatever.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah,
Big women.
big fat ass women.
I
Dude.
love
Love
that
it.
shit.
Yeah,
Love them built like Vikings.
yeah.
I
yeah.
fucked a girl that reminded me of like she was
Well, the
tall as
Danish-
shit. She would wear like
The Danish
she had red
girl was
hair.
nice because it's like, you know, first of all, no condom. You know,
Yep.
just because it's like
None.
It's well, hold on. It's like when you eat their chocolate, you know it's still candy, but because there's like a little boat on the box
Yeah.
and it's like a nice village, you're like, oh, this isn't candy.
This is healthy candy.
It's healthy candy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they use real sugar.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
They
this,
don't use-
yes,
yeah.
this is actual
Corn
chocolate.
syrup.
This isn't like
Yeah,
what we
yeah,
got.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
gonna go without a rubber.
Yeah.
Yeah, big, nice, fat pussy too. Felt like whale blubber.
Yeah.
Bro, no joke. That's what this girl. Her pussy was wet as hell.
Yeah.
My penis just slid in. It was incredible. Dude.
Sopping wet like you
Yeah,
left the bathtub
100%.
on.
And I fucked up into her pussy because she was taller, and I like kind of like, and we fucked standing up for a while. It felt great, dude.
Yeah.
To fuck a taller girl standing up.
She went back and she was like, I let a tinier man inside of me.
Yeah.
He said I felt
Yeah,
squishy.
I went to America and I made what did they welcome smoking like a mistaken, horrible mistake.
terrible regret.
Yeah, I brought back from New York a coffee mug, a
Yeah.
shirt, and a boatload of regret.
Yeah, right. The like the customs inspectors in Denmark are like looking in her pussy. They're like, we really can't let you back in.
Yeah, you know they're still in there like spider webs.
yeah.
Hey guys, I'm in her pussy. I'm like,
Hi! I had a lot of fun
can
in
I
here.
have some more chocolates,
It's like when
please?
Bart brings the bullfrog.
Yeah.
Give me some more waffles.
Yeah.
Well, whatever, dude. I'm gonna lead the fucking resistance. I don't care what you say, dude. I'm sorry. I'm
won't
gonna,
be any
You'll have to
resistance.
die by my hand.
You'll be killed. You'll be
I don't
killed
want it to be
immediately.
anybody else, man.
Guess what?
I'm gonna look in your eyes. I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry. I'll kiss you on the lips and then
Goodbye, my sweet.
goodbye.
Goodbye, my prince.
What's the intense Catholic stream? Deus Volt or whatever?
I have no idea what you're talking.
They have
about.
like some like the guys.
I don't know. You say these things, and it's been pointed out a million times.
Yeah, I know.
No, you're
I
the
know.
only
I
one
used
that
to
knows
take-
what
but
you're
I
talking
really-
about.
I don't-
What is the? And then you put it on me to say like, I don't know what the
Smart,
fuck
you're
you're
a
talking
worldly
about.
guy. You read a lot of Wikipedia.
No, I've just again tried healthy chocolates
Oh,
and
God, stop.
had unprotected
Yeah,
sex with a
bust
handful
nuts up in bitches from Denmark.
It smells like fart in the sock. We were.
Yeah, you did.
We're sharing a
I farted
microphone.
earlier.
Yeah, you guys are fucking John Carter, June Carter, Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
We're back to back right now.
I'm on heroin.
Yeah, and you're leaving your family. Yeah.
Your fucking church ass family.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit cunt, and I'm a little bit. I have a dick.
That's a good one.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Well done. You're back, Nick. You're making fun of me.
I've been
Feels
back.
good.
I
Feel
have
good to be
been-
back.
I like. Nick
don't
said he
know.
was making progress. He was like, "Yeah, I'm a bad person, but I'm fine with it now.
Yeah.
There you go.
It
Step
was.
into
I don't know. It's weird that your brain can just get fucked up and be like,
Have morals.
yeah, well, yeah, for a second there. God, what an awful 3 weeks. Where I,
Terrible,
like,
terrible.
suddenly was aware of the consequences of all my actions.
Gross, isn't it?
It's fucking horrifying. Thank God they just fucking gave me pills to make it go.
There you go. What if we
back
tell
to
you?
sleep, baby.
Yeah. Go back to your nice dream.
Go to bed, sweetheart.
He goes, take this pill. You'll be all right.
We're gonna
Well,
tuck
yeah.
you in.
let's take the fucking handcuffs off.
Yeah.
Good night, clock. Good night, Nick.
Good night, lithium.
Damn. So
You know, Westchester, expensive ass suburb. But imagine
Okay.
it was called Breastchester.
okay.
Even more expensive. Yes.
Oh, dude, if you
Big
named it
ass
after
titties.
titties.
Breaster.
Oh,
I was saying,
Ooh.
I guess I never announced my diagnosis from the doctor, and I don't want to talk about this shit too much because I don't want to like harp on it or like change my branding. But in case
Change
you're,
my branding.
Well, I don't want to become like a mental health guy, but
Yeah.
like if you're out there and you have like a similar thing, and you're looking for somebody to relate to, like now you know in the media there is a guy that also has
Little dickitis.
PTBD, which is post-traumatic breast disorder. The doctor said I fucked a titty too big.
Oh, dude, he goes, did you titty fuck
I
recently?
titty fucked too big a titty, and now I got trauma.
He goes,
Visibility is important.
Yeah, right.
honestly.
and the psychiatrist goes, well, what happened is when your penis disappeared into those sweet big titties, you lost your way.
Right.
And then you realize you got to thrust a couple more times and you'll see the head of your dick.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
And then it leads you all
You
the way
got
through.
scared. Your dick was
So
gone.
light at the end of the
You don't
thought
have
the boob-
object permanence. You're like, where'd my dick go?
Yeah, you thought the boobies ate your dick. You go, boobies ate my dick.
Yeah. Well, it's just, you know, when I'm sitting there watching my fucking buddies die face down in those big ass tits. It's like, for what? Just some titty milk?
Some tit milk, just
Make-
to come on them?
Make the president's dad happy?
Ew.
You know?
No.
For what?
For
dude?
what?
What is it good for?
Nothing.
War.
Yeah.
Except fucking up 2 weeks of your life.
It's so funny how like people can diagnose themselves with PTSD over like anything now. There was like the well, never mind.
No.
People could say it for like baldness and stuff.
Yeah,
There you go. I'm
Well,
going-
I mean, hold on. Give it a say. I mean, it's something.
Do you have
real.
PTSD from baldness?
I don't know. I would just cut my hair short, Dan. I just kind of like the style, you know. Like
You
I
could,
I
man. You
bring
got
it
enough
back.
hair. You could grow that shit out, and it would
dude.
look-
No. How dare you,
does.
motherfuckers! Try. No. I know
does.
what you're
No,
trying to do
you're-
here.
It does.
You fucking assholes
It
are
does.
trying to gas me up,
Yeah,
so I
that's
come
great.
through with this stringy ass fucking comb over, and I'm the object of even more ridicule.
No.
I cannot survive that hairstyle.
Yeah, you can.
I'm telling you, because you've been locked up in your apartment for 3 weeks.
No, Doug. Honestly, if you
hairline- your
lost
hairline
weight, the
isn't that
hair's
bad.
probably hidden underneath your scalp.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, dude, if you lost weight and all of a sudden you had a full head of hair.
Dude, last episode we were talking about how I'm about to fucking get the Brian fucking Urlacher hair treatment, dude. That motherfucker looks good. Have you seen him recently?
Bring up Brian Urlacher.
Bro, oh my god, he's got a beautiful head of hair.
So he looks, I mean, LeBron did it a couple times.
Yeah, but LeBron, you can tell with LeBron. Yeah, it's tough. Black hair is still a mystery to white scientists.
Yeah.
We don't know how to do it. We've been in the laboratory.
If I were black and I was going bald, I'd just get a tattoo of a haircut.
Yes.
You're like, man, you're always lined up.
Yeah.
You're like, mm-hmm.
Dude, look at this
Yeah.
motherfucker.
It looks like a toupee.
No, don't say
No,
that.
the-
Dude,
like
let me
there's-
see. Let me see the show.
There's
Maybe
like
that's a
there's
bad
a
angle.
scientist. A scientist.
Dude,
and
he
he's-
looks like a dork.
Come on, man.
He's like the most badass middle
There's a
linebacker.
I know.
scientist, and he
Don't
like
take
leans
this
up
from
from a
me.
microscope, and he's like, "You see, the problem is they trying to do a follicle transplant, but with black folk, you need to do a follicle transplant." You know, it's a different kind of.
He goes,
it's the
man, these
follic-
white hairs,
yeah,
these
right.
follicles.
That's but if you once you focus on the science of follicles, the follicularity of the situation.
All you gotta do is you gotta look at these follicles. You gotta
Hold
go
on
like
a
this.
second. Yes? No, I'll be home at 6 o'clock. Sorry, that was my daughter follicularity.
Follicularity.
What I was saying is,
These follicles
Yeah.
is gonna grow when you yell at them. So grow your ass. You better grow your ass.
right.
I think Brian Urlacher looks like a dork, dude.
He looks. Listen, I'm not saying
He
it's a
look-
good style move. I'm just saying hair is possible, man. All right?
You could spend like $10,000 to get a real deal.
I'll do that. I will do that.
Would you?
At some point in my life, I think so.
No, I'm saying just become a wigs guy. You switch it up every day.
Wigs is not a bad idea. Because I feel
What
like
would be your first wig?
I've been thinking about a fucking curly mullet for so long, dude. Just like a fucking, in his prime Diego Maradona.
Yeah.
Just wet mullet, curly.
You know,
just
we were
fucking
talking
whipping
about
it around.
what would
Come
be
on, dude.
what would be ideal if you could like get your brain put in a robot or in a computer or whatever. And I kind of landed on it would be nice to Agent Smith people.
Oh, just jump in their body?
If I wasn't really here, but I mean, I could just like,
Yes, you were
just
conscious.
fucking turn into somebody else.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, for any
And
situation.
it erases them, and then
They're erased forever.
they're erased forever.
You can't go back in. You can't leave, and then
I know. Once I leave, they're done.
they're dead.
They're dead.
Well, then
Ooh, that's too much.
That's a
man.
lot. That's
I
a
should
lot to
rent
deal
their
with.
body.
No,
Airbnb.
dude,
Their
check
pussy.
this out.
Yeah.
Check this out. I'm in my apartment.
I'm listening.
I remember all of the sudden the Kirkland brand cookies,
Yes.
but I don't have a Costco membership.
Got it.
I transport into the body of someone at the Costco in Rego Park or wherever it is.
Yeah.
Get the
It's right here.
cookies.
It's Long
Go on
Island City.
21st
Just
Street.
go ahead and eat them in the store. Well, then I accidentally go to Rego Park first. And then I'm like, okay, I got to go back up here. That guy's dead.
You kill a hot dog vendor in Rego
He's got
Park.
fucking-
This guy, by the way, is picking up an abundance of toilet paper for his
just
family.
fucking
Gone.
dead in the middle of the street.
Gone.
Police have no interest in solving the crime.
None whatsoever.
They felt like
Good riddance.
His family has to assume it was some sort of gang reprisal, and they identified the wrong man.
Yes.
Even though there's no bullet holes or any indication.
By the way, there's no
his
body.
brain is melted. It's just melted and leaking.
I
out
see
of
what you
the ear.
mean. So he's bleeding out the ears.
Yeah, his brain matter is melting out of his
They
skull.
think
and
it's
the police
plutonium from
have
KGB.
No fucking idea.
Yep.
Yep.
So it's Russians trying to attack a
At all
journalist.
times.
Yeah. Anyways, then boom, zzz, I'm in Costco.
Boom.
Eat the cookies right there in the aisle, and they're like, "Ma'am, what are you doing? You can't just eat those."
Ma'am, and when they go to shake her and you're finishing the last cookie.
Yeah, it just
Transport out.
drops dead. I transport out, and then I'm back in my apartment. I've eaten the cookies. None of the caloric reprisal.
I love that
because I'm
That I
not
love.
actually gaining weight. It's someone
This I
else's
like.
fucking
You
body.
know what you don't give you credit to? You know what you don't get enough credit about?
Thinking.
Is you're bad, but you make sure you treat your body right.
That's right. Yeah,
And I think that's really, you know what?
Yeah,
a lot of
that's true.
villains, they get real fat.
of course.
They get lazy. That's why they always have canes.
Yeah.
You?
That's why they end up alone, dude.
Goddamn right.
It's not because they're bad people. It's because
Nope.
they don't put the effort in to stay hot.
Put the effort in,
Yeah.
and people like hot people.
You can either
Bad,
be
good.
you can either be good or hot.
Yeah. What do you want to be?
You can't be ugly and bad.
Nah,
No.
you can. You can
No.
figure it out.
Ugly
You
and
just gotta be
bad?
charming.
No,
You gotta
they'll
be-
see through you every time, Stavros.
No, they will
and
not.
All those women
No,
will
they
leave
will
you.
not.
Yep.
You will
No, they
never
will
keep
not.
somebody.
I don't know about through him, but
Yeah.
How does being fat make it hard to see through me, dude?
because you take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Nah, no.
You're thick.
Okay, fine. Fuck it. You know what? I don't like the turn this fucking episode is taking.
I am so
Okay,
sorry.
I will be able to get women to love me. Okay, I'm doing work on myself in therapy.
No, you'll
Okay,
do
to
the
open
first 6
myself
months. You know, it's all.
I'm not taking mental health advice from you, Mullen.
It's not
You were
mental health
chewing a
advice.
fucking electric cord 3 days ago.
It's not mental health advice. It's the truth.
Funny what he was doing. That was very.
What were you doing?
I lost it, dude. I went nuts.
I came over.
Well,
Don't make fun of me.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
He was having a hard time.
Yeah, no, I really just snapped. I
You
just-
snapped
Yeah,
for like
yeah,
a
yeah.
week?
No, not a week. It just like built. I would get these like obsessive thoughts, and I
Yeah.
couldn't like get them out of my fucking head.
Yeah.
Just about dumb bullshit.
Mark Wahlberg working out in his gym, U.S.
Yeah,
Army.
right. And then I would like I had to like you want to externalize them so you can like process
Yeah.
them. And then I'm just like and then it's like okay, well I just need to see a doctor or whatever. And then
Yeah.
it's like I have to see a doc, and you like just get like stuck on this shit.
You were doing a Jeff Goldblum kind of
It
thing
would
where you were like,
ju- yeah.
I want.
I was like my head was just like moving
Yeah,
so
yeah.
fast that I couldn't like stop and like
Yeah.
form sentences and shit. And then it was just like it was weird. It got weird.
No, I
whatever,
mean,
we're all
like
gonna
really
be all
fucking
right,
weird.
dude. We're all gonna
Yeah.
be fine, even though we're bad and fat and whatever, and bald. There's gonna be
dude, you're gonna
treatments.
heal up. You're gonna
I'm
lose
gonna heal
weight.
up. I'm
You're gonna be bad and hot.
Thank you, Dan.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Dan.
But Nick's gonna be the head cardinal in the Catholic Church.
That's true, and you'll have me killed.
Adam's gonna be in ISIS and just wondering what happened to the band.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. I have a new band now.
And I'll be leading the army of the tall.
Oh fuck! Oh, that's right. It's gonna be Fox and the
Well,
Hound.
in the future,
dude.
every
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, you just made me so sad. Don't say Fox and the Hound. I hate where that story goes.
yeah.
They're friends, goddammit.
Why was that a children's book?
I do
I
not.
know.
Why
It
was that a
sucked.
I
children's
don't know, but I'll tell you what it does.
sucked.
Is it makes me feel like that.
That was like my favorite movie as a
Oh, I
kid.
loved it.
You just watch it over and over again. You're like, this is what life's about.
Yeah. And you're like, yeah.
You grow to hate everything you held dear.
As a child, how do you not fucking start smoking cigarettes after watching that? You're like, well, what's the point then?
But you gotta go, right, buddy? You
Yeah.
gotta go get even
Yeah.
more motherfucking famous.
I gotta go get that boat money.
He's gotta go fucking ride a boat, get his dick sucked. fucking Starbird.
Lead the army of the tall.
Thanks a lot, Dan.
Dude.
It's really nice to have someone over 6 foot on the pod.
Hey, man, I just let you guys know, Nick, it'll be nice to draft you into the army. You'll obviously bridge the army of the tall with Catholicism. That's why you'll
No,
be in.
I should be killed at some point. I'll contribute what I can. But
Okay.
my awful genes should be eradicated.
Will you tell
This
me-
is where Hitler went wrong. All of his other ideas were
All
great.
right, we're
All
gonna
of his
wrap
other
this one
ideas
up.
were great. No, hold on. He wasn't wrong.
I want to hear him out.
He
Let's hear
wasn't
him
wrong.
out. Let's hear him out.
He went wrong by having a girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
You know, and
Yes.
and thinking that he would be a part of the world he was trying to create.
God,
You know
you're
who didn't?
not.
You know who fucking didn't do that? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He had the right answer. We're going to create this weird system to manipulate the Jews and eradicate them.
Again, just real garage
and
bands.
then we're going to martyr me so that people know it's real.
He got a little pussy before he died, though, right?
Buy into the theory that he was like Mary Magdalene was like a fag hag. He was just like a gay guy. You know? Okay, sorry. No, never mind. I
I didn't know that was a theory.
That's a good. I like that because it's 12 guys.
Did you hear this? This guy's trying to call Jesus a homosexual.
I can't be on
my
a podcast
God.
with this.
Yeah.
I gotta sign
All right,
off.
sorry, this
Yeah.
one's over. But
we can't do that, dude.
Anyway,
That's the note you want to end on. You want we had a nice thing there saying Hitler was right, and then you have to come in
I'm
and
gonna
call
go muck it up.
Jesus Christ a homosexual.
all right.
Mark Wahlberg will never do the podcast now.
I just listened to a back issue.
Yeah, I was going to do Cumtown. I thought it would be good for my
I
career.
got it booked. I want to promote the new
And then I
Transformers.
found out that Aaron called Jesus a homosexual.
What is this? I don't like this Aaron guy.
That fucking Vietnamese kid.
That fucking Vietnamese kid Aaron
I'll
called
tell you
Always
this.
falling into K-holes.
He goes, I'll tell you this. If I was on that podcast, that conversation wouldn't have gone that way. I would have changed it.
All right, guys, go watch all of Dan's shit. Listen to the
DanSoder.com.
Bonfire, dansoder.com. This is coming out today. We're going to the fucking we're at Autobar. We're in Baltimore today, so come to the show. I am going to be in Charlottesville on the 17th, and then back in Baltimore 18th, doing a show / gallery opening with my little brother with his artwork at Suspended Brewing Company. And then I'm at Philly, the Good Comedy Theater. So please come out to those, buy tickets, stavi.biz. And then also, me and the boys will be doing a live pod in Cleveland on the 2nd, and then in Boston on the 3rd. Go to stavi.biz, STAVVY.biz. I got links for everything, and then I'm also in Fairfield, Connecticut on the 7th. And then more shows coming up, guys. Thank you so much. Huh? There is no Funny Moms on the 13th, tomorrow. There is no Funny Moms because of some traveling issues with all of us, but we were back on the 27th. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening. Thanks to Big Dick Danny for doing it. Bye.